Hello, another momentum moment here, and talking about one of the priorities for this Momentum Capital campaign. And you can see that I'm in the fellowship hall. And this is a room that we did significant work on a little over 2 years ago so that we might prepare it for a new worship community that we call The Crossing that happens every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock in the morning. And we did significant work to the color and carpeting, building the stage, running all of the sound and all of that kind of stuff. And it has paid great dividends. Right now, the Crossing service has become the second largest worship service on our campus each Sunday, and in under 2 years has passed the size of the Spanish language and the 8 o'clock worship service. So only the 9:30 has a larger worshiping community than the Crossing. And in addition to the worship space, as we use it in the fellowship hall, we also, of course, use the fellowship hall for all sorts of other events, for congregational dinners and events and celebrations, also for family celebrations, weddings, memorial services, funerals. It gets used a lot for lots of different purposes. And so it's time to do the sort of next round of upgrades here in this room. And there's two things in particular that we will be doing. One of them has to do with the sound in this room. It's a very acoustically live room, and so it's hard to hear with great clarity in this room. And one of the plans is, in all the flat walls around the outside, is to add some acoustical treatment which will dampen the room and make it everything that happens in here, whether it's amplified voice or just conversations across the table, make it easier to hear, make it a quieter room, and make more clarity to everything that happens in this room. And that's important. The second thing that will happen has to do with lighting. The house lights in this room are actually the lights from the old sanctuary. And it was a great idea to bring those lights from the old sanctuary and bring that piece of the church up here and to put them in the fellowship hall. Unfortunately, over the last 20 years, they've really begun to wear out. And the wiring is bad, and actually our work crew has been up and down and taken all the lights down and redone wiring, and still they're just not functioning very well. And so the light for anything that we do in this room is not very good. So part of the plan would be to redo house lighting, so the general lighting in this room. And then the other part of the lighting plan would be to build some stage lighting. Right now, we use common house track lighting for stage lighting, and then we have a couple spotlights that are hung on the beams using 50-foot extension cords that come down the beams and into the walls. What we need to do is to get some theater-style lighting in this room so that we can actually light the stage and light the presentations in all the ways that we need to. And think about the things that happen in here. It's not just weekly worship. Last night we had a concert, two amazing jazz musicians who were in here as part of the concert series. We do Pops concerts in here. We do different presentations with Vacation Bible School and Children's Ministries and the preschool and all kinds of things that happen on this stage and that need lighting. And so with the acoustical treatment, making the sound better, with the house and the stage lighting, making all the presentations and what happens in here better, we will truly have a room that is prepared to reach out to the next generation. And we will be able to accomplish this with your help. And so our hope is that you are prayerfully considering how you might be a part of the Momentum campaign.